There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Hey YouTube world, Harvest is Plenty. Thanks for stopping by to check out the video. So guys, it's been a long time, or it seems like it's been forever since I last posted a video. I think it's been about 10 days or so, and I won't lie, I missed you guys. I decided to take a little time off to relax, to refresh, and to reflect on things that's going on in my life and going on in this crazy world around us. Yes, I know a lot have taken place, and things will continue to take place. You know, we're in what I call the birthing pains time frame. You know, when a woman is getting ready to give birth to a child, there's a lot of things that take place. There's contractions, the water has to break, and all of those things. And so these are the birthing pains. It's even talked about in Scripture that there will be birthing pains. There will be wars and rumors of war, but the end is not yet. And I look at what's taking place in America and all the chaos that's going on in Washington, D.C. But please know it's by design. It may seem crazy and lunacy to you, but not crazy and lunacy to them. There is a method to the madness. It doesn't matter which president is in office or which president that was selected to carry the torch to fulfill the great work. They're all the same. And I need you guys to remember that. It's easy to start bickering and debating with each other over policy, from this Democratic president to this Republican president. Don't do that. The policy, I call that, what's the word I like to use? I call that busy work. It's designed to keep you busy and arguing and debating with each other over, well, the Republicans did this and the Democrats did that. Because while the people are divided and they're bickering against each other, these presidents are working hard, hand in glove, to bring about a Nobles Order Seclorum. It's like a relay race for these presidents. When Daddy Bush came in, he did what he was supposed to do, and then he passed the baton to Bill Clinton, his family member. Bill Clinton did what he had to do, then he passed the baton to Junior. It was a relay race. Junior did his thing. The angel that rides in the whirlwind. Who do you think he was talking about? An angel riding in the whirlwind? It was a relay race. He passed the baton to Obama. Obama also wants world order. And once he did all the things that he did, he passed the baton to the Donald. The Donald passed it to Joe Biden. Joe Biden passed the baton back to the Donald. The Donald said that he's going to bring it home. He's the anchor leg. He said, you only have to vote for me one more time. And in 4 years, it'll be all over. You won't ever have to vote again. That's what Donald said out of his own mouth. And he was telling the truth because he's the anchor leg. He's going to bring it home. It's a relay race between all of these presidents. They just move the needle along. One accomplished the goal by dismantling this policy or that policy or the family structure or education or whatever. They weaken the foundations. And they reel people in. I know one person left me a message and said, oh, they hate the Constitution. They don't hate the U.S. Constitution. They're the ones who created it. The Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution were all signed by Freemasons and Illuminati members. They're the ones who created the Constitution. They don't hate the Constitution. They hate Jesus Christ. That's who they hate. That's why it's called the Antichrist. And the Bible said there are many antichrists that have entered the world. It's about their hatred and their disdain for God. That's what it's about. So please enjoy this quick video and look at how all these presidents, it doesn't matter if they're Democrat or Republican, they all want world order because they're all working together as one. They want to break free from the restraints of our Lord and Sovereign God. Just always remember that. Don't argue policy with people. Yeah, they have little wrinkles here about gun control, taxes, abortion, all of this stuff. But it's designed to split the people. Because if you're split and you're arguing and debating with each other, you won't be able to see the big picture of what they're doing. Just remember that. I'll be back with more content. I won't wait as long next time. I love you guys. Continue to pray without ceasing. God bless to you and your family.
This is Sky News with Paula Middlehurst.
Well, there have been extraordinary scenes in Berlin tonight as thousands of people gathered to hear Barack Obama deliver key foreign policy speech on his current European tour. The Democratic presidential hopeful laid out his vision for America's place in a new world order, saying he was speaking as a proud citizen of the United States and a fellow citizen of the world.
The view that America is part of what has gone wrong in our world, rather than a force to help us make it right, has become all too common. Yes, there have been differences between America and Europe. No doubt there will be differences in the future. But the burdens of global citizenship continue to bind us together. A change of leadership in Washington will not lift this burden. In this new century, Americans and Europeans alike will be required to do more, not less. Partnership and cooperation among nations is not a choice. It is the only way, the one way, to protect our common security and advance our common humanity.
Now that we know Vice President Dick Cheney and Senator Barack Obama are distant cousins, The New York Post decided to check into the genealogy of President Bush, and his family tree has people talking. Early Show national correspondent Tracy Smith has the story of George W. Bush's many relations.
My honor to bring to you the 41st president, a great dad, George H.W. Bush.
We all know his father, but what about his cousins? Check out this family tree, done with research by Ancestry.com.
What would you say if I told you he's related to all of those people?
That you're wrong.
Oh, no, I'm not. Let me take you through this, branch by branch.
The 101st Airborne Division, air assault.
Vice President Dick Cheney, the man who's only a heartbeat away from the presidency, is actually a blood relation. He's President Bush's 9th cousin once removed. Cheney's cousin Barack Obama is also Bush's 11th cousin and the 9th cousin of Brad Pitt. But we're only just getting started. President Lincoln was President Bush's 7th cousin 5 times removed, and Bush shared more than just a ballot with John Kerry. That's right, they're 9th cousins twice removed.
Really? What do you think of that?
Yeah, they have the same chin.
There's also royalty in the Bush bloodline. Princess Diana was Bush's 11th cousin twice removed. And then there's this bombshell.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Sure, she may have been singing to JFK, but what about GWB? He is, after all, her 9th cousin 3 times removed.
Maybe it's the eyebrows. I think the
eyebrows. They have the same eyebrows.
He's also related to Playboy founder Hugh Hefner, even Pocahontas, and Vlad the Impaler. Trace the family tree far enough, and you get Madonna, Celine Dion, and Tom Hanks.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
After all, genealogy can sometimes be like a box of chocolates. You never know who you're going to get. For The Early Show, Tracy Smith, no relation to George Bush that I know of. CBS News, New York.
For the past 2.5 years, I and my colleagues on the Joint Chiefs of Staff have been dealing with this new world order, as it has been called. This new world order that is still emerging. It is not yet here. We see the possibility of turmoil, great turmoil in this new world order. We see the need to retain our international position of political, diplomatic, and military strength.
Mr. Bush talked about the emergence of a new world order.
It is our commitment to the new world order that takes us to the sands and the seas of the Gulf.
This president sees this episode as the first test case, as the first example for the new world order he is trying to organize.
We're here for more than just the price of a gallon of gas. What we're doing is going to chart the future of the world for the next 100 years.
The president has spoken often of a new world order.
We will have before us an historic opportunity. From the confluence of the Tigris and the Euphrates, where civilization began, civilized behavior can begin anew. And we can build a better world and a better new world order. Tonight, the world is united by shared commitments, shared interests. The New World Order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities. This order gains its mission and shape not just from shared interests, but from shared ideals.
This New World Order we're attempting to establish, the United Nations, is supposed to play a role and fulfill a function, and wherein we, it seems to me, in our own interest, national interest, should be contemplating participating.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order.
After 1989, President Bush said, and it's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
The way we're going to win over the long term is not just militarily. We've got to win over hearts and minds. And what that means is we've got to invest in countries that have no educational infrastructure, have no means for young people to get ahead. We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
India is doing so well. India is being decimated right now. We did a great job on that. The ventilators, the equipment that we got, the cupboards were all bare, everything that we did. And then we developed a vaccine, 3 vaccines in 3 months, in 9 months. And actually, I'll tell you, it was 3 days less than 9 months. And it's great. And you know what? I believe totally in your freedoms. I do. You got to do what you have to do. But I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But no, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms. But I happen to take the vaccine. If it doesn't work, you'll be the first to know, okay?
We know the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. Do you not think an angel rides in the whirlwind and directs this storm? This work continues. The story goes on. And an angel still rides in the whirlwind and directs this storm. God bless you all, and God bless America.